2 years ago, when they were doing the assessment and they interviewed me, I shared my own convictions about stopping the practice and also mentioned that I would be glad to be part of any effort to end it. But then it now reminded me of something that happened to me personally, when we were having that discussion. That was the first time I actually shared it in a public. I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. When my son was born about 7 years ago, each morning when they are giving him his bath, he'll be screaming and crying. So I spoke to a friend of mine who is a doctor, and he said, do you know what's going on? I said, no. He said, because the water is too hot, that they're boiling your son, almost cooking him, because mothers and mother-in-laws believe, grandmothers, that the child will catch a cold if they don't use very hot water. So the next time they were bathing the child, it was my mom, and I came there, I took some of the water and dropped on her shoulder, and she screamed that it was very hot. I said, because this is how hot it is on the boy. I said, no, he will catch a cold. I said, no. They added some cold water. It was a bit warm. And then even though each time they want to pour water on him, he will shake. But then he relaxed. And after that, I will always check the temperature when they want to bathe him. And he stopped crying. End of the problem. Then I had my daughter about 4 years ago. My room is next door to where the children are. The next morning, they were bathing her, and she was screaming again. And I said, these people have started boiling my daughter. So I went in there, but they had finished bathing her. They had even dried off her body. But I noticed there was Vaseline on the desk, and my mother-in-law and my mom were looking at me sheepishly and said, no, you need to leave. This one does not concern you. I said, what does not concern me? I said, wait, what are you doing? They said, no, go, you're a man. This is not your business. I said, I realized that they were massaging her. That was why she cried all those mornings, not because the water was hot. And I told them that this has to stop right now. And then they tried to explain to me why it was important to do that. And I also tried to find out from them, how would pressing this body part that definitely would not want to go inside because it's against how the body is designed, how would this stop her from being promiscuous when she grows up? Do you mean that if you press this and we don't train her, we don't raise her right, just doing this will stop her from chasing around men? I said, no. You cannot control women's sexuality by either cutting off a body part or pressing a body part. If you raise your child well, your child will behave properly. That was when it also dawned on me that men who are not involved in either bathing the child or raising the children may not even be aware that they've cut their baby girl or they've also massaged them. So for me, if I look at these 3 things, one is that I have always tried to fight for the rights of people. So when I heard about FGM, I knew it was wrong. Because you're doing it to a child without their consent, you're doing it to forcing a woman to do it because of culture. So on no grounds did the person accept it. So when people say our forefathers gave it to us, you have to sit back and look at it and ask myself, this thing that our forefathers gave to us, why were they doing that? In the light of new evidence, is this still relevant for us? And then the fact that culture is dynamic. The same way we stop killing twins. We also believe that in this generation we can end this practice. But right now as I'm speaking to you, female genital cutting has now been included as one of the goals in the new Sustainable Development Goals, Goal 5, Target 3. So now globally, the whole world has now agreed that by 2030, that will end this practice in the 29 countries that are still practicing. But I know we'll achieve it before then.